top five. And the top five is top five movie or TV shows about school. So we like to also run a top five, and our top five is could be movies or TV shows about school. I know you got your list prepared. You know you have to go from 5 to 4 to 3 to 2 and to 1. I feel like
Okay.
Janet Jackson. You gotta so hit me with your list. What you got for number 5?
Number 5, I have Dangerous Minds.
Okay, why Dangerous Minds?
Why
Number
is
5?
Dangerous Minds? You'll notice the theme in all 5 of the movies I selected. I like Dangerous Minds because it talked about, and the story was about a young white female teacher that comes into an urban environment, and she trusted the process. She trusted her skill set. She went home every night, and her dad was a teacher, I believe, and she talked with her dad all the time. And her dad, this is what you want to do. This is what your passion is. Don't chase money. If this is what you want to do, money will come with it. Right. And she stayed the course. And as a result, she turned kids that people had given up on into fantastic writers and students.
Yeah. Okay. So that's 5. What you got for 4?
Number 4, I have Joe Clark, Lean on Me.
Okay. Joe Clark been slipping down lately. It used to be number 1 a lot. Now
yeah. I have Joe Clark, Lean on Me. I mean, who can argue with Batman? He came to the school.
He can't argue with Batman and
turned the school around. Took kids who people thought were incorrigibles, right? Again, the theme is it's students that are usually marginalized from less than gracious home lives and backgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
And he believed in kids more than probably the kids believed in themselves.
Believing in folks. That's a big
believing
theme.
In folks, right? Never ever giving up on kids. That's right.
All right. Number 3.
That's right. Number 3 is one probably people really don't discuss a lot. Finding Forrester.
Finding Forrester. I have heard that one.
Finding Forrester. Right?
Yep.
Again, that's a young man that was a student athlete. Right? I relate to that. He played basketball. And he went to this elite prep school, this boarding school. And he was smart as a whip. But again, he was judged. He was a one of one, right? And he was judged strictly on where he was from and the color of his skin. And he kind of defied the odds. So I really like Finding Forrester.
I gotta watch that. I'm sorry I didn't watch that.
Well,
that's been on the list for a couple of people about 2 times now. Okay, number 2.
Number 2 is Stand and Deliver.
Okay.
Jaime Escalante. Again, Latinx students from the barrios in LA who he taught algebra to the point where the kids surpassed state, national metrics.
Everybody got to pass the test. Exactly. Everybody got to pass the test. The state test coming up.
And everyone, the kids did so well that the state had to come in because they thought he cheated.
Yeah, said do it again.
They said do it again. And Jaime Escalante said the only reason you're asking my kids to do it again is because they have Hispanic and Latinx surnames. If it was at a suburban school and somewhere else in LA, you wouldn't question it. But because my kids of color did so well, you're here. So nice. Again, there's that theme. There's that theme of kids that are marginalized and society thinks they can't do it, right? And they end up doing it. And number 1 is an all-time classic. I don't know if this was on your list.
Okay, go ahead.
Our man, Sidney Poitier, To Sir With Love.
Oh, no.
To Sir With Love. Yeah. To Sir With Love. Sidney Poitier was trained as an engineer.
Okay.
And he couldn't find an engineering job. So he went to teach at a school in London. And he taught at a really, really tough secondary school. And he had a class full of white kids.
Who probably
they were white kids and they were marginalized.
Okay.
Right? So again, the theme of marginalization doesn't have a color, Tyrone.
Well, yeah, I know.
Right? There's poor black and brown kids. There's poor white kids. And Sidney Poitier did an excellent job. His name in the movie was Mr. Thackeray. And
What's his name in the movie?
That was his name in the movie.
But To Serve with Love.
To Serve with Love.
Okay.
Okay. He was a teacher, and he was just doing it to pass time because he couldn't get an engineering job.
Wow.
And so he took this job and he taught a group of perceived incorrigibles, right? Roughneck white kids from, I want to say the south part of London or what have you. And he exposed them to museums and culture and taught them responsibility and respect and, you know, all those things. To Serve with Love is my number one.
Okay.
He won an Oscar. He won an Oscar. It's my Oscar.
He won an Oscar for that role?
He won an Oscar.
I know he won an Oscar. I don't know if it was for that role.
I don't know if it was for that.
Okay, but it's still
that's a really, really good movie. It's my number one.